PPS gang, what is going on? We are back. Play Props Bond here on the 1st of March, coming at you with another round of free plays over here on our YouTube channel. Just hit 975 subscribers, we're about 25 away still working on that grind. So if you guys could, please drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, and keep cashing with us. We have been absolutely on a tear lately. 7 straight days winning in college basketball, which is very hard to do in this sport. And I'm very, very proud of those numbers. And we had 2 1.5 unit plays come through yesterday. Charleston Hofstra, don't let that line scare you. It was pretty easy. They scored like 175. Everything matched up there. Numbers went perfect. The write-up was right spot on. So very happy with that number and that win. Sometimes when you're on a run, it's better to be lucky than good. Syracuse, North Carolina over 155, obviously going to overtime. I was at the Bucks game last night. So I was unable to watch that game, which I guess I missed out pretty big because that game must have been crazy. Bucks, I ended up leaving halfway through the fourth. Absolute blowout city there. Kind of expected that, though. But, went 3-1 on my Bucks plays last night. I had Drew Holiday points assists over. I had Oubre over 2.5 threes. I had the first half over 123. And I ended up having LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists. Instead of passing the ball, he just shot every time. And anytime he passed it, the Hornets could not make anything, man. It was really hard to watch. Missed the over, honestly, because in the full game I didn't have it, but that's why I took the first half, because the Bucks starters didn't even play the fourth quarter, which kind of sucked. So yeah, ended up going 2-0 yesterday, 3 units. We are now on a nice fresh looking run here, 8-1 last 4 videos, almost 10 units of profit. If you've just been following these videos, if you've just been playing these plays, you've been making money. And I'm very excited to roll into today's play for tonight and ready to make some more money. We'll go to 2 more overs tonight, 2 spots I have played prior. And I do think that these are good spots tonight. So I'm going to be rolling with Southern Utah over 147. My local book says 146.5. Just want to confirm that this is DraftKings. I'm seeing 147 at. So just make sure that you're looking at DraftKings for this number. And I really like this spot. I've been taking Southern Utah quite a bit this year. They are an overs machine, man. They are very good at overs. We're playing Montana State in Montana State. Tough place to play. Montana State, middle of the pack in offense and defense this year. Nothing really to write home about. 144 pace in the country, or 191 pace in the country. Now they're playing against Southern Utah here. And I've always liked Southern Utah. They're running they're going to be giving Montana State a 3-possession boost here, playing at top 100 pace in the country. Good offense, bad defense, great for overs. Big Sky numbers. I always like going to the Big Sky. But yeah, those are the pace numbers. Those are the adjusted offensive numbers. Let's go into like the numbers here, stats wise. Southern Utah's offense is actually fantastic this season with the pace, along with that top-ish offense. They're averaging 79.7 points per game. That is 14th in the country. And they're playing against Montana State, who gives up about 69 points per game. Obviously, they do play a little bit better at home, 2 points less allowed at home. But Southern Utah's defense is absolutely dreadful. 281 in points allowed at 73 per game. Montana State is scoring 77 points per game. So even with that slower pace, we still see the points come up. I like seeing the spread where it's at. Always like it a little bit over 3.5 towards Montana State. They shoot the ball 74% from the line. And Southern Utah shooting about 71.5% from the line. So not awful on either side. But I also, one number, especially at home, is Montana State shoots the hell out of the rock from 3. They're 24th in the country, 37.5% from 3-point line, 39% from the field, or 39th ranked, shooting 47% from the field, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you even look at the Southern Utah side, they shoot 46% from the field. So offenses are very efficient here. The pace should be there with Southern Utah being in the mix here, which I really like. And Southern Utah obviously is going to go down a little bit. Like if you go from their season numbers, they're going to be a little bit lower on the road. But that really doesn't scare me that much. We're going to go into a little bit of trends. Southern Utah's 3-0 in their last 4 games. They're 3-0-1 in their last 4 games to the over against teams with a winning record. 5-1-1 for Montana State in their last 7 against teams with a winning record, and 4-0-1 in the Bobcats' last 5 games overall. Montana State really doesn't get that type of love because they don't run. If you're not playing a fast team, they don't feel like they need to run. So when you have a team like Southern Utah against them, we should see some pace here. They did play one other time this season. They shot terribly from the field or from the three-point line. Like I just said, they're both very good at three-pointers. 7 for 24 for Southern Utah, 4 for 12 for Montana State, which is not good. We saw free throw shooting very well there, but we're looking at 26 total turnovers, only 11 made threes out of 36 shots. So there's definitely a lot more numbers to go up in this game than we need that we would need here. So I think that three-pointers should go down a little bit easier. Free throws are going to go down, even like in the last game. And I think the pace should be about the same. Saw that game into the mid-high 60s last game. And I don't see anything different that should change this one. All right, guys. Again, if you guys could, please drop a like on the video. Southern Utah being the first play. You guys know where I'm going on the second play. And we're going to the MAC. Back to the MAC. I'm going Toledo team total. It don't matter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They did lose 2 of them for me. Ryan Rollins was struggling. Well, guess what? Ryan Rollins is not struggling anymore. Ryan Rollins is a monster. 24 points in their last game against Miami of Ohio. They dropped 88 in that one. I was on that one. And in Western Michigan, 92 points scored in that game. And Ryan Rollins almost dropped a triple-double. So he's back. We're playing against Buffalo here. And I absolutely love this spot. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of numbers. I might as well go into them right away. Pace-wise, this is going to be fantastic. Buffalo ranks 20th in the country, 71.5 possessions per game, 92 in adjusted offense, and 165 in adjusted defense. Going over to the Toledo side, they keep moving up. They're 53 in adjusted offense, 133 in adjusted defense. And we're seeing Toledo going to be going up 1.5 possessions here. They're going to be running at 70% or 70 possessions per game, 65th in the country. Obviously, I've been riding Toledo a lot. I probably watched them more than pretty much anybody in the world, honestly. But yeah, so let's go right into it here. Let's go right into the numbers. All right, I'm looking at a couple other sites that say 146.5 for Southern Utah. Sorry, I'm browsing while doing this, so just making sure I'm getting the best number for you guys. So 146.5 is available. I think these are more on local books, like MyBookie and stuff like that. But all right, guys, let's go into Toledo a little bit, right? Pace is going to be up, which is something you don't say very often when you're a Toledo guy, when you're betting on Toledo. Toledo ranks 9th in the country in points scored per game, 80.7. Buffalo actually ranks 8th with 81.1 points per game. So this is going to be a fight back and forth between 2 juggernaut offenses in this conference. But Buffalo's defense is definitely the worst of the 2. Toledo averages 68 points allowed per game. Buffalo 71.7. Obviously, I think that the thing that's going to make the biggest difference is just how efficient both of these teams are. Toledo's offense is 21st in the country in field goal percentage, 94th in the country in three-point percentage, and 20th in the country in free throw percentage. Toledo's a dog in this game. That's why I'm rolling with that side versus the over, because I think that Toledo has a much better shot of getting to 80 than Buffalo does. I just like the ability for Toledo to shut teams down. We just seen them against, I think it was Western Michigan. Western Michigan did not score a point for the first 10 minutes of the half. Just that ability to do that is something that I don't think Buffalo has the ability to do. Even looking into their first game, Toledo dropped 86 against Buffalo, and they only made 3 threes. That's the second lowest on the entire season for them. And it is not because Buffalo is a great defensive three-point shooting team. Buffalo actually holds their teams to about 32%, but Toledo shoots 35.5% from 3, 94th in the country. So definitely expect a few more of those to go down. Ryan Rollins in their first matchup went for 25. But yeah, you saw Buffalo have 27 three-point attempts, made 33% of them, and they still lost by 11. They outscored Toledo by 18 on the three-point line. We also saw an absolutely blistering pace in this game. Buffalo had 73 shot attempts in this game. Toledo only had 57, but that's because they had 32 free throw attempts in that first game. Do expect that again. Obviously, Buffalo does have foul issues. We saw 21 turnovers. That's not bad. Only 9 from Toledo. They take care of the ball. They're older team. Free throw percentage is always there. I do expect the threes to fall down a little bit easier too. So only scoring 9 points off of threes and still scoring 86 against this team. I'm not really scared that much of this Buffalo side, but I also love the pace that they're going to be bringing here. One guy who has been showing out lately in these recent games is Mr. Shoemate. Shoemate has been fantastic for these guys. I do expect him to have another big game. He's over 15 points a game now. Milner at 15 points a game. Dennis at 12 and a half. I don't expect anything else but Toledo to be able to score on these guys. I have no issues going back to the well here. Huge game, too, for both teams. Toledo sitting at the number 1 spot in the conference, 15-3 in conference. Buffalo is 13-4, so they knock them off. Ohio and Kent State both have the ability to move up, and then Buffalo only being half game back. Toledo needs to finish out the season strong. They're playing Bowling Green again on Sunday or Saturday as well. So last 2 games, Toledo needs to show out, and we've seen them their last 2 games get back to themselves. 92 and 88 points scored in those 2. I do not expect anything else from these guys against Buffalo. Should be a very fun matchup. Juggernauts here in the MAC, and I'm going to be rolling with the Rockets here to get to 80 points. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. A little bit longer video, but we're rolling right now again. 8-1. Let's get to 10-1. If we can get to 10-1 here, gets us to 12.8 units. That would be awesome. Very excited for tonight's slate. And yeah, no other questions here, no other options. Going back to the well, Toledo team total over 79.5. Southern Utah over 147. Lock those in, guys. Please let me know if you're tailing. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and watching these videos. I'm happy that you guys have been cashing in with me as well. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.